Welcome to class, students. Today we'll be looking at a very vital topic titled Tort Law and Personal Injury. Introduction. Personal injury in the context of tort law refers to physical or emotional harm inflicted upon an individual due to another person's negligence or intentional action. It's a legal claim for compensation made by injured party, the plaintiff, against the party responsible, the defendant, for causing the harm. Core elements are tort law, personal injury, negligence, intentional tort, strict liability. Tort law, a broad area of law dealing with civil wrongs other than breach of contract that cause harm to others. Personal injury, a specific type of tort claims where the harm is physical or emotional injury to a person. Negligence, a common basis for personal injury claims. It involves a failure to exercise the level of care that a reasonable person would in a similar situation leading to injury. International tort, where the harm is caused by a deliberate action, or intentional torts where the harm is caused by deliberate action such as assault or battery. Strict liability, torts where the defendant is liable for harm caused by their actions or products regardless of fault. Types of liability: we have negligent conduct, deliberate act, no fault liability. Negligent conduct, deliberate act, no fault liability. So we have negligent conduct when someone fails to act with reasonable care resulting in injury to another person. Deliberate act, intentional harmful behavior like assault or battery. No fault liability, situation where responsibility exists regardless of intent or negligence, particularly with dangerous products. Purpose of personal injury law: financial recovery, ensuring injured parties receive compensation for medical costs, income loss and suffering. Responsibility: establishing consequences for harmful actions and promoting safer behaviour. Typical personal injury scenarios: while vehicle collisions, premises accident, healthcare negligence, product defects, intentional violence. I'll take that again. Typical examples of typical personal injury scenarios: vehicle collisions, premises accident, healthcare negligence, product defect, intentional violence. While vehicle collisions, harm from reckless, impaired or inattentive driving. Premises accident, injuries on another's property due to unsafe conditions like slippery surfaces or structural defects. Healthcare negligence, harm resulting from standard standard okay harm resulting from some standard medical treatment or professional errors. Product defect, injuries from unsafe or malfunctioning consumer goods. Intentional violence, physical attack or credible threats of harm. Intentional violence is physical attack or credible threat of harm. Legal process requirement: establish obligations. The responsible party must have had a legal duty to act safely towards the victim. Violation of standard: this duty must have been violated through actions or inactions. Direct connection: the violation must be the actual cause of the resulting harm. Prevention losses: the victim must demonstrate concrete damages from the incident. Personal injury law ultimately serve as society's mechanism for ensuring that those who cause harm through their action bear financial responsibilities or responsibility for the consequence, while providing injured parties a path to recovery and justice. So, tort law. What are torts? Torts represent civil wrongs that result in personal harm, distinct from criminal violation. These legal principles develop through judicial decision over time rather than through legislative statuses or statutes. The tort system addresses various forms of harm through civil court proceedings rather than criminal prosecution. Categories of tort: we have the negligence based intentional tort, street liability tort recovery. Negligence based intentional tort, street liability tort recovery. So this tort, it is when any wrong occur as a result of civil wrongs which can result in harm to the person and can form a distinct criminal violation. So that is what tort is about. Any civil harm that can happen to person. It can be based on negligence, based on it can be intentional, and it can be street liability tort recovery. So categories of tort. One, negligence based. Negligence occurs when someone's careless behavior leads to another person's injury. Common scenarios include vehicle collisions, premises accidents, wrongful death cases, and medical errors. To establish negligence, three key elements must be proven. A legal obligation existed to exercise reasonable care towards the injured party. This obligation was violated through substandard conduct. The violation directly resulted in measurable harm. Property-related negligence cases often examine whether owners maintained safe condition and whether the injured person contributed to their own harm through careless behavior. Intentional tort. These cases involve deliberate harmful acts rather than accidents. Example encompasses physical attack and threat of violence, defamation and privacy violation, deliberate emotional harm, fraud, trespassing and unauthorized taking of property. While providing intent is required, establishing the connection between the defendant's action and the resulting harm can present challenges. Many intentional tort also constitute criminal offences, but civil losses allow victims to pursue complete financial recovery from their losses. Street liability tort recovery. This category applies to inherently hazardous activity or defective products such as maintaining dangerous animals or handling explosives, manufacturing flawed products like manufacturing automotive components. Street liability eliminates the need to prove negligence or intent. Victims need only dem Victims need only demonstrate that the defendant's dangerous activity or defective product caused their injuries. So group legal action. When multiple people suffer similar harm from the same source, they may pursue class actions litigation. A representative plaintiff flies on behalf of all affected parties and any monetary recovery is distributed among class members. This approach is common in cases involving defective products that injure numerous consumers. Legal representative and process. Successfully pursuing tort claims requires navigating complex legal procedures and often confronting well-funded insurance companies. Personnel injury attorneys help evaluate case merits, explain litigation process, and estimate po ten tial compensation including both the actual damages, medical costs, lost income, pain and suffering, and punitive award designed to discourage similar conduct. Recovery may include reimbursement for medical expenses, property damage, and compensation for physical and emotional suffering. However, state laws impose time limits called statutes of limitation, required injured parties to file lawsuits within specific time frames or lose their right to seek compensation. The tort system ultimately provides a mechanism for individuals to obtain financial redress for civil wrongs while holding holding wrongdoers account for their actions through civil justice system. Thank you for listening.